quite happy. I'm quite happy to see young and vibrant youth sitting here today to actually take part in something that is new, something that they actually knows nothing about, but have gotten time to come and sit and then listen to us. So if you are also happy, let me see you smile. I can't see smiles on your face. Smile, let me see your teeth. Okay, that's very wonderful. If you know you are a champion here, let me see your hand up. If you are a champion, let me see your hand. Wow, wonderful. We are all champions. Wow, I can see you all look nice in the smartcash t-shirt. It's very nice. And I'm happy to have this first smartcash roadshow conference in Tamale here. This is my home, and I believe everything good that have come my way, I must first present it to the people of Tamale before I take it anywhere. So I'm glad to meet all of you here. And thank you very much for being in the coverage room of the Tamale Sports Stadium today to listen to us, not because we are superior, but because we want to carry each other along. I'm glad. I think there is no time, so we don't need to waste much time. We need to go straight to the point. But I believe at the end of the day, each and every one of you here is going to go out smiling and is going to start making good use of whatever we are going to talk about here, and is going to start making huge amount of money because it is possible and others elsewhere have started doing it. So I'll just begin my presentation by telling you what the blockchain technology is. From the beginning of the internet, we have had a lot of technologies, and we have a lot of sectors using a different type of technologies. And the blockchain technology has come in the 21st century to bring all these technologies together. So we have the banking sector, and we know that they are using Tally. We have a lot of them. We have the QuickBooks software that the business people or the people in the merchandise businesses use. We have the Sage, and we have a lot of them. Those who have the knowledge in technology can mention more. But this blockchain technology have been very wonderful. And this technology is the technology that powers what we call the digital currencies. I believe each and everyone here will be a witness that our country and the globe is going digital. And our Vice President, His Excellency, the Vice President of Ghana, keep on mentioning it that for Ghana to grow, we must go digital. So as young ladies and guys, for us to actually achieve our aim, we must start thinking digital. So this blockchain technology is a public ledger where all transactions pertaining to the digital currencies are recorded. We say it's a public ledger because we know what those who have accounting background, you will know what a ledger is. I don't know accounting, but I have learned somewhere that a ledger is where daily transaction or whatever is recorded. So this technology is where a second's transaction of each digital currency is recorded. And when you are even sitting at Sakuba, I mean you pass Kumbungu and then get to Sakuba, you know where it is hidden. So when you are there and you just type blockchain.info, this page will open and you will see several transactions of the digital currency occurring there. So this is a technology that has come to ensure transparency. You know, there have been a lot of corruptions in the globe. I won't say in Africa, but everywhere in the world we have corruption scandals. With this technology, when you key in something there, you cannot change it, and everyone can see it. So it is something that is very transparent, and then it ensures transparency. So that is basically what the blockchain. But our main focus today is not it's not about the blockchain technology, but we need to talk about it because it's the blockchain technology that have brought this kind of digital currencies. And the man who created this blockchain technology is called Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is someone that is believed to be anonymous. I think from 2008, when he brought this up to date, nobody knows his whereabouts, and nobody can boast of what knowing him. And because of that, these digital currencies have also brought something we call anonymity. When you are performing transaction, nobody knows that whether it is Mr. B or Mr. A who is performing it, because your name, your email, your phone number, nothing is attached to whatever you are doing. It deals with addressing system. So Satoshi Nakamoto was the one who brought this technology. And then he also brought a currency along this technology. And the currency is called Bitcoin. So Bitcoin we call the mother of all cryptocurrencies. How many of us here have heard of Bitcoin? If you've heard Bitcoin, let me see your hand. Wow. So how many of us have owned Bitcoin? Okay, that's wonderful. That's great. So Bitcoin was created by Satoshi Nakamoto in 2008, 2009. Some of us were young and then we didn't know what was happening. But I understand there was a global economic crisis in 2008. So this man came out with this currency just to prevent future occurrence of these things. You know, we have money, and I believe everyone here knows what money is. Money is just the currency that we are spending. So this money has gone several revolutions from the inception of what? Adam. We have had where we do the barter trading. You exchange what you have for what you want. From there, we use gold as currency. We use animal hide or whatever we call it as currency. And then we get to a time that we have our fiat currency. And when we see the fiat currency, it is the normal CD or the dollar, whatever we are using. That is what we call fiat money. So today, if you are having 10 Ghana cedis on you, it is called fiat. From there, we have had plastic money. Plastic money is just our Visa card, our MasterCard, our ATM and stuff. You are actually holding a plastic, but it is money that is inside because you can, if you have money loaded, whether it is credit card or debit card, whatever you are and you want to use it, you will be able to use this and then you get money on you. So we came to plastic money. And today you ask yourself, where is our money going? Or where is it going to be? That is where what comes to the digital currency. So now our money is going digital. And I think this cryptocurrency is not the first one to go digital. We have had what we call the mobile money currencies, like MTN mobile money, Vodafone Cash, and others. So if you have used this one before, you will know that when you just hold your phone, you want to get some money on your phone, you go to a merchant, I want to load my wallet, how much? You give him the money, then he will load your wallet with you. So our money is now going digital. And everybody in Ghana and the world believe that for the world to achieve its aim, we must go cashless. And that is where this technology the technology is coming to drive us to. So Bitcoin came. When Bitcoin came, this man created Bitcoin, and then from there, he vanished. You see, because this man actually came to fight what we call the bourgeoisies, the politicians. You know, they have the greatest money, but they don't work. They have also, where does the money come from? It comes from what? Corruption. So when this man came out with this initiative, I believe what made him to vanish was that they were chasing him to kill him. You know, when you are fighting this politician, they try to eliminate you from the system. So, but he was able to create this technology successfully and then vanish. So when he created it, you know, when you create something and you are not more there, so you are not even there to, put some things in place, some mechanisms in place to, take this thing to the direction that you want it to be. So even though he created this currency to solve a problem, but he was not there to guide it to the right direction. So because of that, the currency has faced several challenges. So from there, we have had a lot of people who have also come out to actually also create other coins to, follow Bitcoin. And we call all those coins altcoins. Altcoins. So among them we have Litecoin, we have Ethereum, we have thousands of them, I can't mention all. But if you go to the internet and just type cryptocurrency or altcoins, and it will list a number of them. We have over 1,000 of them, and all of them have users. So a lot of them came up to also solve this problem, but in one way or the other, they have failed. So the smart cash team also have done their analysis, and they have also come up with what we call the smart cash cryptocurrency. So the smart cash cryptocurrency is also a currency just like Bitcoin. But after knowing what smart cash is, I'm going to take you through how to actually make good use of smart cash and other currency, because they work hand in hand, so that you'll be able to start making something from these currencies. So smart cash digital currency is a community-based, decentralized currency. When we say something is community-based, it means that the decisions of that particular currency is taken by the community. And when we say the community is not like Nyuani or Shishabu or community. When we come to the crypto world, those who use these currencies are those we call the community. So when you even own one smart, which is $0.05, you form part of the community and you get to take decisions for the community, because it is based on something we call the voting system. So it is a decentralized, community-based. I have told you what community is, but decentralized. You know, our Ghanaian city is not decentralized. It is centralized because it is being controlled by the Central Bank of Ghana. Not only in Ghana, even the United States currency is being controlled by the Federal Worldwide Reserve, something in the United States. So this currency is something that is controlled by people, and a fraction of people who are privileged to have that opportunity. So today, our central bank can determine the supply of money in Ghana. They can determine like what we need to, reduce the supply, we need to increase the supply based on what they deem to be good or bad in our Ghanaian economy. And so every day we hear the Bank of Ghana coming out, if not we are coming to increase the policy rate or reduce the policy rate. Some of us don't even understand that, because we don't have the economic knowledge. But when it comes to digital currency, the only thing you need to know is know how to create your wallet and know where to get it. You are not even supposed to bother yourself, because there is transparency in the crypto ecosystem. So this currency is decentralized in a way that there is nobody that regulates this currency, unlike our currency that is being regulated by the central bank. This currency is controlled by the community, and the community is anybody who have been able to exchange his fiat money for this currency forms part of the community, and then you influence whatever goes on in that community. So smart cash is a decentralized, community-based currency. I think we don't need to know the technologies that surround this thing, because that is not very important. But the important thing is to know what smart cash is and how to get it, and then how to actually make good use of it. So, as my brother rightly mentioned, the smart cash have several features, and one of the features is what we call the instant pay. The instant pay. And with this, you don't need to, go and take 4 passport size photographs. You don't need to, go and fill any form. You don't need to bring a utility bill to be able to open a smart cash account. Or to be able, the only thing you need is your internet. So the instant pay. When we say something is instant pay, the smart cash is designed to be a merchant-based currency. When we say merchant, we want it to be used as a currency. So we don't actually deem it to be an investment, but there is another part of it that gives you the chance to use it as well, investment. So it's a merchant-based currency. So if, for instance, if you come to the we have actually hired this particular venue to hold this program. So for instance, if they were accepting smart cash at the stadium, when we come, the only thing we need to do is they give it their smart cash address, or if there's a QR code, we scan it and then we send them. So because of how we want it to be a transaction-based currency, they have made it, programmed it in a way that when you just send the money very fast, the person that you're sending the money receive it. And that is what we call instant pay. So we have some organizations that accept smart cash as their medium of payment. When you buy goods, you can actually pay with that. And we are also working internally here to get some businesses to start accepting smart cash. So we have the instant pay feature of smart cash. So when you comparing with Bitcoin, those who know Bitcoin, it came to a time that you even perform Bitcoin transaction, and it can take you not less than 3 days, sometimes 24 hours, 12 hours, and so to confirm. So if I buy something from you and I send you the money and you don't receive it, will you give me the goods? No, you'll be waiting to receive the money before you actually give me. So if I have come to buy vaulted water and then I pay you with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin it takes it, let's say 5 hours for it to confirm. That means I have to stand there waiting for you for the entire 5 hours for the transaction to be confirmed before you can exchange the good. So because of that, smart cash have brought something we call the instant pay. So if you buy something or you send money to anybody, it is instant. The person will receive it as soon as you have done the payment. One wonderful thing that I know and believe if anybody is going to invest in or put his or her money in smart cash, will be happy to know is the smart rewards. Smart rewards is not something like interest. No. It is not something like, let's say, profit. No. Smart rewards, the whole crypto ecosystem experience something that we call price volatility. When they say something is volatile, it means that from my P1 English, it means that it's not stable. So something is volatile, that means it keeps changing. So that is what the crypto ecosystem is experiencing. So all the currencies, those who have seen the cryptocurrencies before, you will realize that you will see a price, maybe let's say $1 today, and in the next 30 minutes you see it to be $2, or in the next 30 minutes you see it to be 0.5. So that is volatility. So smart cash is not something that is out of the volatility concept. It also it's also volatile. Because if it is not volatile, it will not actually serve the purpose for which we want it to serve. So because of that volatility, the smart cash team have brought this great initiative called the Smart Rewards, just to mitigate the shock of the volatility. Because some of us, we keep our monies in our smart account. We keep our monies in other cryptocurrency. Because smart card is a young and very potential coin. It came in July this year. So smart card is barely 6-7 months. So the initiative is that when you have your money in your smart account, it attracts something, not interest. And this amount it attracts, it depends on the number of people who are having smart at the time this particular snapshot is taken, or at the time they are going to distribute the smart rewards. So they thought that no, if I can put my money, let's say $100 today, and in the next 1 hour or 30 days, I want to use this money, and the price, because the price, nobody actually set the price. it is influenced by demand and supply forces. So if I have my smart cash or my currency in my wallet, and then there is a price for the price fall, and I want to withdraw it, that means that I'm losing. So they have brought this particular smart rewards to mitigate that shock. So when you have your money in your wallet, at least 1,000 smart, and it is there from the 25th of one month to 25th of another month, that is 30 days, you will receive some amount in addition to what you are having. And this particular amount is just to cater for the volatility. So it's not actually interest. I said this somewhere and they were asking me that the interest is not good or not, and I said no, this is not actual interest. So even if you deem it to be interest, you can actually just remove it and then give it to someone so that you have what you are originally having. But this is not actually for interest. So, like I said, this particular currency price is determined by demand and supply forces. The basic knowledge of economics will teach us that as supply remains constant and the demand keeps what? Changing, there is automatic change in what? Price. So if you have a fixed supply and then the demand outweighs the supply, what will you see? You see a price what? Price rise. So that is the concept that actually determines the price of this currency. So Bitcoin, when Satoshi Nakamoto created it, he created it and capped it with 21 million Bitcoin. All currencies have their maximum supply, and 21 million is maximum supply for Bitcoin. So nobody can create Bitcoin, nobody can reduce Bitcoin. It remains 21 million. And those who have used Bitcoin, you will realize that today, Bitcoin is trading at 11,000 US dollars. A whooping 11,000 US dollars. Meanwhile, Bitcoin started in 2010. The first Bitcoin was mined, was trading at 0.03. So from 2010 to date, that's how many years? 70 years. So 70 years. If you were having, let's say, 5 Ghana cedis at the time, 5 Ghana cedis could have purchased at least not less than 5 Bitcoin for you. And if you're having 5 Bitcoin today, I believe some of us in school might be tempted to leave school. Yes, because if you multiply 11,000 by 4.3, the amount that it gives you is a whooping amount of money in our Ghanaian cedis. So just imagine today you are having 10 Bitcoin that you could have bought in 2010 at just 10 Ghana cedis. So you can imagine the return that you would have been making. It is actually something serious because people still wonder, how can this be possible? Yes, I want to tell you that it is possible. And it's just unfortunate that I have a friend in Kumasi who is not here. He is now driving in V6. Meanwhile, he was born in 1992. I'm older than him, but he's having self-contained house and then he's driving V6. I don't even have a motorbike, but I'm also driving there. So this smart rewards, that is what it offers you. And the smart cash wallet is designed in a way that, when you have the 1,000 smart and you spend anything out of that 1,000, you are not more eligible for the smart rewards. So because of that, the account for every smart cash wallet have been divided into 3. So we have the one we call spending, we have the one we call smart rewards, and we have another one we call smart rewards 2. So it gives you the liberty to move your money or buy directly into this smart rewards account and also get some smart in your spending account. So you can spend at any time you want in your spending account. But even if it is in your spending account and takes 30 days, from 25th of one month to 25th of another month, and you don't use it. So far as it is up to 1,000 smart, you are eligible to get the smart reward. So if you open the smart cash wallet, you will see it, and I believe we will get there. So as my brother said, the MC said, the smart cash cryptocurrency also have something we call the voting system. As he said, in fact, everybody in this hall can do something for smart cash. So far as you form part of the community, it's just a matter of getting wonderful initiatives and then you propose. And it's not only people who are ascended in the United States or in Germany or these giant countries that can actually determine the fate of your proposal. There's something we call the voting system. Just like in Ghana, we elect our president, we elect our assembly and other elected positions. If you come to the smart cash community, we vote on people initiatives. So for instance, maybe you want to create a store where you'll be selling smart cash. So you can propose it, you can put it in writing, let the community know that when I do this, this is the impact that it's going to have on the currency, and it's going to let a lot of people patronize it. This is what I'm going to do to make just everything should focus on what? Making smart cash successful. And you put it there, you are going to get a lot of people to support it, or in their own view, if they think that it is not good, then they propose it. So when you post your proposal, you get a lot of people who are going to vote against it. Some will vote in favor of it. They will ask you questions. In fact, if you are not careful or you are not patient, you will even be pissed off because others will be saying something that you will not like. But that is you need to understand the human dynamism. We don't all think the same way. And it's natural. If we were thinking the same way, in fact, there wouldn't be like something that, I don't know how to describe it, but at least when you are there, 3 or 4 people, the thinking must be different. You must think a different way, and I think a different way. But at the end of the day, I think that there should be something common that we are all trying to achieve. So when you post your proposal, they will ask you questions. In fact, you will feel that some questions are insult, but you need to take your time and address them, because people need to test you whether you are capable. And when they feel that you are capable and you can do the work, they vote on your proposal and then they give you the funding to actually undertake the project that you are trying to undertake. And so this conference that we are having today forms part of what we call the Smart Cash Roadshow. And it was actually an initiative that I brought, and then they voted for it. As part of it, we have held 2 radio discussions. We are having our first meet-up today at the Tamale Sports Stadium, and then we will have another meet-up on 30th of this same month. And the aim of it is to make sure we spread the word of smart cash to everyone, not only in Tamale, but the whole Ghana. Because as we just do this, a lot of people are following. Even in the United States, everywhere in the world, people are following us on Facebook and other platforms. So it is not only here that people are actually listening to this or seeing this. So it's an initiative. And we are going to wrap up this whole roadshow with a TV discussion. And all will be in Tamale here. And we are taking this from Tamale, we will take it to the Upper West region. From there, we take it to the Upper East region, and then we will move it to the down south, because it is aimed at covering the entire country. And from there, we can decide to, move out of the country if that is possible. So, as it is a community bank, as I explained earlier, it is community-based currency. It is also inclusive. And that was what I said. If you own one smart, we don't stigmatize you. Actually, it's not only smart cash that have the voting system. I believe other currencies may have it, but it's only smart cash that offer you the opportunity, even if you are having one smart, to vote, because each smart represents a vote. So if you are having one smart and you just sit at the comfort of your room, you don't need anything to spoil your hands. You just sit on your computer and then you vote. So that is what makes smart cash very, very special. So it gives everybody a chance. Everybody is included in making what? Decisions. So it is inclusive. So far as you have one smart, you can do the voting. So the smart hive is what we call the